Hey, are you there a little bit? You're free now, right? Good evening, Megan. It's pretty late right now, so if you have business with me, I'd appreciate if you could keep it short. Wow, I see you're just as cold and abrupt as ever. Sorry, I don't mean to come off as rude, but I was literally just about to go to bed. That's a surprise. It's often said that there's no rest for the poor, but I guess you must have reached some extreme level of poverty that you completely ran out of things to do. Oh, listen to me, Megan. I thought I made this pretty clear before, but we're not nearly as poor as you seem to think we are. I have no idea where you get this stuff from. Where do I get it from? Isn't it obvious? All it takes is one look at the dilapidated heap of junk you call a house to know you're not exactly affluent. I'd have to be blind or mentally handicapped to think you had money. I made this clear before as well, but it obviously went straight in one ear and out the other. We're currently having a new house built on some land we bought, which is why we're temporarily renting out this dilapidated heap of junk, as you call it. My husband and I decided there was no sense in splashing out on something fancy when we're only going to be here for a couple of months at best, which is why we looked for stuff on the lower end of the market. If that's true, then you should tell me where this house you're supposedly having built is, like I've been asking you all this time. I'd believe you in a heartbeat if you could prove what you're saying, but you refuse to tell me anything, no matter what. What's the point? Telling you wouldn't make any difference. You'd only come up with another way to be a perpetual thorn in my side, so I'm not gonna bother. What on earth are you talking about, dear? Come on, just tell me. No. In any case, there's no way you'd be able to get there anyway. How do you know I wouldn't be able to get there without even telling me? Oh dear, you sure can be dense sometimes. I have no interest in telling you in the first place. Excuse me? No, you'll have to excuse me. I'm gonna sleep now. Hey, I'm not done speaking to you. I can barely keep my eyes open. I think you must be sending me to sleep. I couldn't continue this conversation even if I wanted to. Good night. Wow, you can be so boring. But I guess you are a poverty-stricken loser with nothing to do. I guess it's only normal you'd end up being boring living a life like yours. You know what? I'll be kind and let you off the hook because I pity you. See ya! Lilibet! So you know how you're a sad, poverty-stricken loser with nothing but free time? Well, I very kindly came up with something for you to do. What? I didn't need you to do that for me. And actually, I am super busy now, so please, you don't have to worry about me at all. But if you don't take this on now, I'll be in a very awkward situation. I'm counting on you, dearie. I'm not taking anything on from you. So, hey, listen to this. I'm going on holiday to Hawaii soon. I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm not helping you. Or rather, I literally can't, because like I just said, I am super busy. I told the kids they're staying over at your house, so I'm counting on you for the next week. Thanks, dearie. Wait, what? What did you just say? Oh, when you say kids, do you mean your kids? Of course, who else's kids would I mean? My husband's on the other side of the country on a solo work placement right now, and my folks live 6 hours away. So naturally, I'm going to rely on the person with the most free time on her hands. Except I don't have the most free time. In fact, I barely have any free time at all. Why would you go telling your kids something like that when I already told you I can't help you with anything? Why are you telling me this now? Last time we spoke, you told me you have so much free time that all you do is sleep. I so did not say that. Fine, if you're so busy, then tell me why. What exactly are you doing? I bet you won't tell me because it's secretly a big steaming pile of bull you came up with to get me off your back, right? I can read you like a book. I'm on holiday in the Maldives right now. Excuse me? The Maldives? Yep, a family holiday. Even if you were dumb enough to take your kids to our house, they wouldn't be able to stay there because we're not even in the country. Oh, I get it. There's a spa resort called the Maldives in the next city, right? I can't believe going to some cheap spa resort constitutes being in another country for you. You must be even poorer than I thought. Wrong. If you're only in the next city, I see absolutely no reason at all why my boys can't stay with you. No, like I just told you, you're wrong. Anyway, enough of this idle chit-chat. My darling angels will be arriving at your place shortly. No, I'm in the real Maldives, the tropical islands in the Indian Ocean, not some frickin' spa resort. You better hurry up and start driving home. No. I am being serious here, Megan. I am in the Maldives, the country. How many times do I have to say it? I promise you, there isn't going to be anyone there when they arrive. Hey, Chrissy, I am sorry to bug you like this. It's still morning for you there, right? Good morning? Oh, hey there, Lilibet. I'm surprised you're messaging me already when I only just waved you guys goodbye the other day. How's my favorite next-door neighbor doing? You and your family must be in the Maldives by now, right? How's it going? Is it as lush as it looked in the pictures you showed me? Yes, we arrived, thanks. I'm pleased to hear it. I hate to have to ask you this, and I promise I wouldn't be contacting you if there was any other way, but there is something of utmost urgency I need you to do for me. Oh, what is it, sweetie? Is everything all right? Are Megan's kids outside my house? Huh? Megan? Oh, you mean that annoying mom notorious for pulling that daycare trick? Yes. Hold on a sec, sweetie. I'll head out and take a look. Lilibet? Megan's kids were outside your house. Apparently they just got there when I went out to check. Wow, so she actually sent them? Ugh, I can't believe it. Don't worry, it's fine. I took them into my house for the time being. They're drinking soda and watching cartoons on the sofa. Thanks, I am so sorry to trouble you like this. It's fine, really. It's not like you could do anything from the other side of the world. What are you gonna do next? Don't worry, really. Everything's fine here. My husband's friends with Megan's husband, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to figure something out. Oh, really? Oh, I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear that. I can't thank you enough for this, Chrissy. Seriously, you're the best. If, by any chance, did Megan make you the target of that awful daycare trick of hers? Yes, it would appear so. For some reason, she seems to think the fact that me and my husband aren't filthy, stinking rich somehow makes us poverty-stricken scrap heap dwellers. Don't ask me how, but it seems like she convinced herself that I'm so poor that I couldn't possibly have any duties or responsibilities, which, in her mind, naturally makes me the perfect candidate to look after her brats on a moment's notice. Did you tell her you're currently having a new house built? I did tell her, but she's convinced I'm lying because I didn't want to tell her the address, so we're kind of at a stalemate. Right, I see. You have a point. If she got wind of your new address, I get the feeling she'd do a 180 and convince herself you and your husband were loaded, and constantly be pestering you for cash. I know, right? In any case, leave the kids to me. Luckily, it's my husband's day off, and he just messaged Megan's husband. Thanks so much, Chrissy. You really are a star. I'll keep you updated. As soon as I know anything, you will too. Please, I'm counting on you. Thank you so much. Megan, apparently Chrissy, my next-door neighbor, is watching your kids at her place. She told me her husband messaged yours. So I'd appreciate it if you could keep all contact regarding this whole situation between you guys and not message me any further. I wouldn't understand what was going on anyway because, like I said before, I'm in the Maldives. Megan, my messages are on red, so I expect you to see this one too? It would appear your husband is ignoring Chrissy's husband's messages, but I really think it'd be best for everyone if you got back to him ASAP and got this whole situation resolved. She tells me there's a huge fuss going on over there right now due to all the things they found out about you after you dumped your kids on her and jetted off to Hawaii. The longer you let this ridiculous farce go on, the worse the consequences will be. Yo, Lilibet! Welcome home, dearie. I'll be arriving at the station soon, so I'll stop by on the way back home to pick the kids up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, all those jumbled, incoherent messages you spammed me with while I was on holiday in Hawaii? What the heck was all that about? Have you been drinking? Did you seriously think I was gonna panic and rush home after you threatened me like that? I get you must have been desperate to dodge the responsibility of looking after my kids, but was there really any need to get aggressive? You're so sad and tragic. You'll be pleased to know I enjoyed Hawaii to the fullest for the entire week, just as planned. I'll be at your place in 30 minutes or so be a darling and get the boys ready to come home. Lilibet, what the hell is going on here? There's a looking for new tenants signboard up outside your house? Lilibet, do not ignore my calls, you insolent wench! What in the devil's name are you playing at? Welcome home, Megan. Where are my children? I'm sure you could tell from looking at the place, but they're not there. How could you be so irresponsible? Irresponsible? I made it pretty clear I wouldn't be looking after them, did I not? Just because you were on a day out at a spa resort in the next city is no reason for you to not look after my children. Did I ever tell you I was at a spa resort? Did I? Even once? I made it abundantly clear we were in the Maldives. There was no way a sad, pitiable, poverty-stricken loser like you could ever afford a vacation to the Maldives. Not in a million years. Hurry up and give me my children back, now. I suggest you ask your husband about where the kids are. Excuse me? I already told you my Harry is living away on the other side of the country for a work placement right now. Good grief. If you take a good look at the messages you ignored while you were enjoying your time in Hawaii, you'll probably get a good idea of the gravity of the mess you're in. Mess? What are you talking about? If your husband's away, who did you go to Hawaii with? Huh? Let me guess. Is it someone you'd be in heaps of trouble for if your husband found out? It is, isn't it, Megan? That's why you've been sequentially dumping your kids on practically everyone you know for the last few months, isn't it, Megan? So you two could meet up without anyone finding out. What? No. That's not true at all. All right, great. In that case, how about you message Harry and see if he can tell you what's going on with the kids? Really? Wait, are you saying my husband has the boys? He does as far as I last heard. What comes next is for you guys to work out between the two of you, so I'm hereby officially dropping out of this absurd situation. My work here is done. I am washing my hands of you. Good luck and goodbye. Lilibet, where the hell did you run off to? Give me the address of your new house at once. Huh? My husband divorced me because you wouldn't keep your goddamn mouth shut and look after my boys. How dare you? Ugh! He found out about the affair and now his lawyer is demanding I pay exorbitant amounts of compensation. Harry took custody of the boys, too. My life is being turned upside down and it's all your damn fault. I knew that I'd never be able to sleep again unless I let you know how furious I am with you directly to your wretched, ugly face. So I waited outside the entrance to the school I thought your kid was supposed to be going to so I could ambush him and make him tell me where you live. I waited almost 4 hours, but he didn't show up at all. What the hell is going on? Explain yourself now. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm probably never going to see you again, so I may as well tell you. Our new house is not in the USA. Huh? What? Remember I told you we were having a new house built before? Well, that house is in another country. Huh? Why would you move abroad? We originally planned to move abroad due to my husband's work circumstances, and we figured it'd make the most sense to time it with little Kenny moving up to elementary school to minimize the burden on him. But my husband's work transfer got delayed by an entire year, giving us a huge amount of time to plan, so we figured we may as well have a house built while we waited. Our recent trip to the Maldives wasn't strictly just a vacation. We actually stopped off there on the way to a different country, which will not be named, to take our first look at our brand new house in person. And why didn't you tell me any of this? I had a right to know. On what planet do you have a right to know any of my private business? I didn't tell anyone except my friends and family. You might technically be an acquaintance of mine due to the fact our boys were in the same class at kindergarten, but beyond that, you're nothing but a stranger. I mean, come on, Megan. We've barely ever even spoken. The idea that I'd go telling you about the intimate details of my private life is ridiculous. You're horrible! I don't need to hear that from the kind of lunatic who tries to dump her kids on me out of the blue without my permission while completely ignoring my protests. Do you have any idea how desperate my situation is right now? My husband divorced me and stole my children. Not only that, but my boyfriend broke up with me. You see, my husband isn't the only one demanding compensation. My boyfriend's partner found out too. And now she wants money from him. He flipped out and kicked me out of his house the moment he found out. I even got disowned by my own parents. My own parents, Lilibet. Do you have any idea how that feels? Not my problem. Please, how could you be so cold? What am I supposed to do now? I feel so hopeless. Huh? Sorry, Pumpkin, but since this has absolutely nothing to do with me, I'm a head off now. No, wait, please. At least hear me out first. You could at least let me share my troubles and give me a shoulder to cry on, couldn't you? I'm seriously in a bad spot right now. Lilibet, please. Good grief. I wonder why the hell that deranged woman thought I'd have any interest in listening to her worries and giving her a shoulder to cry on after she caused me and my neighbor the mother of all inconveniences. Despite the fact we were never even friends to begin with. Her behavior was inexplicable right till the very end. As for what happened next, I heard this from Chrissy, who, by the way, I would like to thank for being so amazing throughout this whole thing. Thanks, babe. You're the best. Anyway, I digress. It turns out Megan, having almost no money left at all, was forced to move into the smallest, most beat-up heap of junk apartment in the whole city. Isn't that a sweet irony? Apparently, it doesn't even have a bathtub. I'm told there's a bathhouse nearby, but there's an entrance fee, which, as things stand, she can't afford. Now, having not showered in at least a month, her transformation into a grimy cave troll emanating a smell so noxious and putrescent that passers-by have to pinch their noses just to survive the encounter is officially complete. Astonishingly, she actually managed to land herself a job, but less surprisingly was fired during the first week due to her unique odor. Rumor has it that by this point, she's pretty close to being homeless.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.